Mike Chase with Otoe Decoys and the Deep Fork chapter of the Christian Waterfowl Association. The first part of the duck hunting season for the 2015-2016 here in Oklahoma has been absolutely terrible. The temperatures have been unseasonable. The first half, before the split, was terrible. The second half up into December, right up to Christmas, we were in the 60s. It was just miserable. Well, now we're about 3 days past Christmas and it's just the opposite. The weather has turned bad. We've got ice storms, snowstorms. In the last 2 days, we've gotten about 5 inches of rain here in central Oklahoma. And now it's just bitterly cold and ice and snow, and it's not so bad for duck hunting. It's just you can't get anywhere because the roads and stuff are so bad. So anyway, what is the duck hunter to do when the weather gets like this? Well, one of the things we work on here are decoys, and I want to take you outside here in just a minute and show you one that kind of just playing around with decoys. Kind of a blending of traditional old handmade canvas wire skinned or canvas covered wire and wood framed decoy, but I took it a little bit further and took a cue from one of the first duck hunts that we went on this year, where it was just one of those warm days. I think at 7 o'clock in the morning it was about 55 degrees. The wind was absolutely dead calm and nothing was showing any interest. Everything was in the upper stratosphere and just kept going. So it kind of got me thinking. I didn't take my jerk line with me that day, so it kind of got me thinking we need some movement. So kind of blending the old and the new. I've taken an idea and we're going to see how it works. It's still not completely done. Some modification, like I say, I'm designing this as I go, but some things that I wanted to incorporate into it, and I kind of over-engineer things anyway. But I wanted to try this, and today nothing better to do. So I'm gonna take you outside and let you see how this thing's working, and like I say, it's kind of a fun project. Now, most of you are probably familiar with some of the style of decoys that I make, the wooden wireframe canvas covered decoys. Fun to make. You can use common materials available at any of the big home improvement stores, Walmarts, Home Depots, Hancock Fabrics, those places. The only thing really specialized about them is the cork that I put in them and the taxidermy eyes. Other than that, it's all just common stuff. So you're familiar with those. This is one that's in the works. Doesn't have the wire on it yet, but that's the style. Here's one with the cork on it. It's also got a head on it, still not completed. This is going to be for a fundraising effort that we do through the Deep Fork chapter of the Christian Waterfowl Association. We're going to endeavor to raise money to build some handicap blinds on the Chandler Lake. But that's basically the concept. So what I did, I took that concept and I decided to make a decoy that's in the round. These other ones are flat on the bottom. You can terminate all your material right there, and that sits below the water line, and it's pretty simple to do. But making one in the round for a motion decoy proved to be a little bit more difficult. But what I did is I came up with this. Now, this is it's in the round. Try to get it all in here. And the body is round. The ribs go completely around it. Looks a little bit like a bat or something right now. But what I did is I made one in the round and covered it all up. And then I used hardware from a kite that I had laying around up in the rafters of my workshop that used to belong to my daughters. And it was actually a bird kite, and that kind of gave me the inspiration for this. So I took the hardware off of it and took it down, and couldn't use the material. It was too big because the wingspan of the kite was actually about twice what you see here. So I had to cut it down, and then I had a seamstress that goes to our church. She actually sewed the wing. I cut the wings out, got them all ready for her, told her what I needed, and she then sewed everything up for me. I did all the body, as you can tell. It's kind of looks like Frankenstein stitching, but I think it will work, and it will all be sealed up and painted and primed. The concept is that you take it apart and are able to take the wings off, and then you're left with these rods that are attached to it. They come out as well. And these are the rods from the kite. They're kind of a carbon fiber. They're pretty tough, and they cut real easily with a cutoff wheel. And so able to cut them down, make them all fit. There's the wings. They all fold up. There's the body without. Goes in your decoy bag, and it stores real easily. And just want to point out that this fitting right here was also from the kite, and I just epoxied it in there. There'll be, you can see it right here, Chicago screw. There will be grommets that go in the kite, the wing material, and then a Chicago screw will go down through there and screw into it with a little washer, and that will hold it. And when I put it out here, and I'll show you this test flight here in just a minute, it'll become obvious why that's necessary, because it's kind of like a guy riding a motorcycle with a jacket on, how the jacket wants to fold up over his head. You'll notice the wings do the same thing. And so this will keep those wings secure. It flies like crazy. We've got probably 15 to 20 mile an hour winds today. It moves around. I'm very happy with the movement that I get. In fact, it wants to swing around and do all kinds of things, which is good. But for the demonstration, I want to show you that how it works. All right, as you can tell, it is absolutely brutal out here right now. The temperature, while it's not that cold, it's still just below 30 degrees. But we still have some freezing drizzle falling. Winds are blowing pretty good. And this is after about 5 inches of rain that we got, followed by ice and then a little bit of snow, then sleet. What I wanted to show you though is this is part of the system. It's actually a scrap spring rod that came up with somehow or somewhere. My dad found it for me. Actually, it's 3/8 inch. I had to grind the end down in order to get it to freely swing on the decoy, and then I welded a little nut and a washer on there so that it would kind of have a bearing plate that would run on this washer, and that way it never rubs on the wood or the canvas. It always runs on that, because as you see, this thing's going to kind of swing around. But anyway, here's how she goes. See how that wing rides up in the back, which is what the Chicago screw is designed to fix and to remedy. So anyway, that spring rod, and working with the angle on the spring rod just a little bit, but like I say, I'm pretty happy with it overall, and I think it's out of control. Come over here. Well, that's just a small demonstration of the Otoe Decoys prototype motion goose decoy. I think it's going to be pretty fun to hunt with. May work, may not, but you know, it's always good to get out in the shop and do things that you enjoy doing, and that's one of the ones I enjoy doing. This will probably be my last video that I make, and I know for my total of 14 subscribers that I have, you're heartbroken, but it's not the end. It's the last one that I'm doing with iMovie that came in with my Mac. My daughter got me the Creative Cloud with the Adobe Suite for Christmas, and you talk about orchids in the hands of apes. I've been playing with it, and I'm way over my head right now. So the likelihood of a video or anything coming out of the old Otoe Decoys video channel in the near future is probably not going to happen anytime soon as I learn this. But once again, that's just another way to pursue the things and the talents that God has given us. I think God gave me a creative talent, but I think it's also incumbent upon me to always learn to do the best I can and to utilize that talent for Him that in the best way I can that is a fitting tribute. So once again, I'll try to keep, I may do some follow-ups on this, and obviously short ones will probably be easier to do, and I'm just playing with it anyway. So thank you for watching, all my 14 subscribers out there, and I did it mainly just for me. So thank you for watching, and tune in next time, and go make some shavings. You'll feel better.